we're going to talk about the carnivore diet. Which it's pretty much animal based. Most people that are on carnivore diet for a while, they realize that, okay, I can eat other stuff. Some people lie. And then there's people who are, oh, I'm on the carnivore diet, I can't eat sugar. I can't eat a salad. That's stupid. And your body's telling you what it needs. And it doesn't matter if you're super strict and you're completely fine with that, too. The zealots are always trying to be strict and make you follow them. I was a vegan and completely messed up my body more than 99% of people. But most people, they're just animal based. That's what you want to aim for. And the point of today's video, the topic, is about a lot of people have this conception that it's expensive. Personally, I think it's way more expensive to buy fruits and vegetables. Only if you eat canned food and grains. That's probably the cheapest diet or food you can buy. But I don't recommend either one of those. I don't recommend canned food. Unless you canned it yourself. So, roughly, it only costs about $10 to $15 a day for the carnivore diet. Now, meat is expensive, especially when you're buying higher quality meats. Now, I'm going pretty much at the cheapest, most conventional way for the average person. So ground beef, that's gonna be your staple. And that's going to be like $5 a pound. It's always so hard actually doing this. Like, unless I have somewhere standing up. This is going to, like, conventional beef, other than probably pork conventional. This is going to be your cheapest cut. Organic is going to be like $10. Pretty much for all fish and all organic meat. It's about $10 a pound right now in 2025, April. So you're going to get a pound. You want to get the fattiest meat you can get. This is very simple. Another thing would be organs. Now, organs are going to be your best bet. But you want to buy these in the most high quality. You want the highest quality organs. Now, they're either going to be the same price as the conventional beef. They're going to be about $5 for the organic organs. Pasture raised, whatever. Sometimes you could get them for free. And they're way more nutritious than the ground beef or any ground meat for that. Chicken, bird, fish. The organs of the animal are going to be the most nutritious part. You're not going to have to eat as much. And you're going to feel better. Now, you don't have to eat organs all the time. Very little to a moderate amount. Now, most people never ate organs. I haven't through most of my life, unless some shit was like in a McDonald's burger, accidental. You wouldn't even know. But a lot of people will need organs, but the taste and the thought, they're not going to do it. So this, if you can get the organs, they're probably going to be the same price as a conventional beef, but you want to get high quality. And no one really buys them. So that's terrific. The last thing is just going to be fat. Fatty. And you want to add more fat to all your meats, to your organs when you cook them. It's going to taste way better. It's going to be cheaper to buy the fat than anything on here. So your meals would get beefed up. And fat is what we need the most. It's what we're lacking the most. And it also pretty much heals the most. They usually trim the fat off the regular meat. Chicken has barely any fat. And sometimes fish. So we need to, by adding in the fat, we're going to beef up the meals. You're going to spend less money. And you're going to feel better. So, this doesn't matter if it's necessarily conventional. You just want to try to get better kind of fat. If you can get an organic, then that's fine. Even better. Organic fat's going to be a type of a yellow, especially for beef. But this is going to be from anywhere from free the $2 to $5 in American. So this is going to be a total of 10 through $15 a day. And the first day, because when you buy a lot of fat, you're not going to eat all the fat, and probably the same with organs. So even when you do get this, you're going to have it for a couple of days, or maybe even a week. Depending if you're just buying small amounts, instead of like a whole cow or half, or a bigger animal. But this is going to really extend, and you actually need this too. It's very beneficial to add the fat and the organs in. Okay? One last thing is, you can eat this raw. And when you eat this raw, you're going to be eating so much less. Like really, really much less. If you eat 2 pounds of ground beef a day, cooked, you're going to be eating like 1 pound of organs or ground beef. And I will say, to reiterate this, it's okay if you want to eat a salad on Sunday. You don't have to eat meat every day. You could eat eggs, conventional. You could do a fast. Maybe you eat yogurt or just drink milk for a day, preferably raw milk. And another thing you can add to your fat, if you can't get the trimmings, you can just also add butter. Butter. So literally 30 days, that's 300 to about 350. To 350 for a month. Which, for nutrition-wise, the anti-aging and the longevity, this is the best diet. Only if you're not eating would you ever beat the nutrition, no powerhouse, and feel satiated. And calm. You just go and ask wherever they have the meat, the butcher, for the whatever fat that you would like. Try different ones. Change up your meats. If you have some chicken, make sure you add a little fat. And I will say, you can eat all this raw. I already said that. And it'd be way cheaper and more nutritious.